That was probably the grossest way I could ever explain that. Hey guys, today I have a really sucky video for you. Aw, come on. I thought it was funny. I'm gonna do a tutorial on interior detailing for cars, but this one is gonna be specifically for carpets. I've had a lot of questions from you guys in the comments section on how to remove stains and just general questions about detailing carpets in cars. And the number one question that I've gotten from you guys is triangles. Definitely cleaned up the carpet. My triangles kind of stuck right here. I'm sorry. I was kind of surprised. A lot of you were amazed by the fact that I do the little triangles when I detail cars and I clean the interior. I don't know, I just always put triangles when I vacuum carpets. I think it looks kind of fancy. So I'm gonna show you my secret and how I make perfect triangles. Now I'm gonna be using the Alti, the Scheissewagen. If you guys don't know what car I'm talking about, if you want to see, there's a ton of videos. Actually, I have a playlist up above of, it started out as a flip car and turned into a flop, and now it's just kind of like a project on my channel. Also, this guy, complete with bird poop on the door. This car has been detailed thoroughly on the interior once already, but it's been quite a few months now since I did that, and well, it's dirty on the inside again. And yes, I'm drinking out of a camera lens. It's a Thermos, but it's a lens. Isn't that adorable? Anyway, the first step that you're gonna do is remove all your belongings from the car. Shoes. Get out. Whatever you keep in your car, shoes. Shoes is the only thing that I could think of keeping in my car. You definitely want to take that stuff out, because if you're moving your stuff around while you're vacuuming, your car is not gonna really look that clean after. I don't really have a real reason why. Just take your stuff out of your car first before you vacuum it. Trust me, you'll thank me later. So everything is taken out of the car. Now it's time for me to get on my knees and show you what I use to do the sucking. Anyway, vacuums. Now I do have a small little hang up shop vac that I've had forever that I use, and also I have this new vacuum from Metrovac that Metrovac provided for me. This thing works amazing. So if you're into detailing cars and you have like a garage and you want a more permanent vacuum solution, definitely recommend one of these guys. They're kind of pricey, a lot more than my $30 shop vac, but they definitely suck a lot better. This is such an awkward topic to talk about. I'm just gonna grab the vacuum and we're gonna get the removing particles of dirt. And speaking of dirt, there's two tips that you can use to suck it up. No, there's no innuendo there. There's the first one. I use this probably for 60% of the carpet, and then there's the little square guy for getting the bigger sections. I have found that these things don't really work all that great. Truthfully, I feel just using the pointed tip works a lot better. I don't know if it's because it concentrates the sucking to the tip. I really shouldn't make videos on subjects that are this risky. Anyway, this one, use this one most often. And then when we get to the triangle portion, I'll show you where this is used. But this, let's just get to sucking. Damn it. Generally I start with the seats first and then work my way down to the carpets, because if you do the opposite and start with the carpets first, if there's anything embedded into the carpet that could potentially stain your seat, you don't want to drag it up to the seats if it gets onto the tip of the vacuum. Now if you're super OCD like me and you have the time to spare, you can definitely remove your seats from your car like I did in this video right here. Taking the seats out of MR2 definitely made it way easier to clean. Now it is a little bit more work depending on if you have airbags in them or heated seats, air conditioned seats, stuff like that. They might be really heavy, so you might want to have a a lifting buddy. Some cars like my Audi actually have a lifting buddy built in. You just pull this lever and it's kind of violent. Hold on, ready? There you go. It lifts the seat up for you so you have access to vacuum underneath. And it actually gives you quite a bit of clearance. There's enough to get a vacuum underneath there. I know it's hard to show because it's kind of dark in here, but I think I might need to go make a sandwich soon. Anyway, enough about sandwiches. You guys don't care about that. What was I talking about? It's time to show you guys the triangles. We're gonna make some triangles just like the one in the back of the car now. Here's the triangles that I did probably about 4 months ago in the back of the Audi, and they were hiding underneath this guy. So you can see these things actually hold up to stuff getting tossed on them and moved around a little bit, but there's a secret to that. One of these guys. Thing's kind of heavy. I really wish I had a steam cleaner to do carpets with. I hear those things work a lot better than using a carpet cleaner. But this is all I have and it's worked well for me. If you don't have a carpet cleaner, there's lots of different solutions you can do. Now you can just do them with a vacuum dry. However, my experience from making carpet triangles is that they tend to last the most when the fibers are wet and then you put them in the little triangle patterns and then they dry that way. They also sell that spray foam carpet cleaner with a little brush on the head. You know what I'm talking about? You've probably seen it in auto parts stores. I forgot what brand it is. Anyway, those things, they do work, but the problem with just using a carpet cleaner and nothing else is you just kind of like shuffle the dirt around in a different pattern to make it appear clean. But using a carpet cleaner, you're actually sucking up the dirt, liquefying it and sucking it out of the carpet. Sounds so disgusting, but they tend to work really well. Now I use the Bissell solution that came with this thing and it tends to work decent for cars, but I also have this stuff that's Vitek Cockpit. It's carpet cleaner. This stuff works really well and it smells pretty good, so I like using that stuff. Doesn't really matter what kind of carpet cleaner you use, as long as you're using a carpet cleaner and somehow drawing it out of the fabrics. If you accidentally leave your solution, God, please don't drip on me. If you accidentally leave your solution in the tank, change it out really thoroughly because it's probably the worst smell you will ever smell in your entire life. Do I have fresh solution in here? Definitely want to make sure that you have all the dirt vacuumed up first, because if you don't, you're just going to be creating a milkshake of dog hair, boogers, dirt, and whatever else is in your carpet. That was probably the grossest way I could ever explain that. Now for the magic part. This is how you make the triangles. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm using the carpet cleaner to do this. Now keep in mind, if you don't have a carpet cleaner, you can use the same exact principles that I'm doing right here, but with a regular vacuum, whether it be like at a car wash, the shop vacs that they have there, or your own personal shop vac, or if you're just using like a home vacuum cleaner with the small square attachment that we talked about earlier. That's the same attachment you're going to use to do this. So all I'm doing here is I'm cleaning the carpet first with the solution to make sure I get all of the garbage and stains and stuff out of the carpet that the vacuum cleaner didn't do. Once I have the carpet nice and clean is when I'm going to start making my triangle patterns. And I know this is probably super simple for most of you, but basically all you do is just move the vacuum in the shape of a triangle. So I'm going back and forth and kind of cutting it at an angle as I come backwards on the downstroke. If you're like detailing a very high-end car, you can be OCD and make sure your triangles are absolutely flawlessly the same each time. But I personally don't really care as long as the triangles look somewhat the same. I'm happy with it. So just do that until you have the triangles to a shape that you like. And there you go, finished product. Nice carpet triangles. Yeah, buddy. Sitting in front of my homemade swamp cooler. That's what I'm talking about. It's actually blowing pretty cool air. Kind of sucks though, because when I'm recording videos, I'm sure you guys can hear it in the background. It's a little noisy, but it's helping keep the garage feel cooler. I don't think it's actually changing the temperature though, but it feels cool. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video on how to do carpet triangles. And, well, how to clean carpets, vacuum carpets, I don't know. I just thought this would be something cool to do because I got so many questions on what I do to clean carpets and how I make my carpet triangles, so here's a video on it. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye!